Hi, I'm continuing with the chapter related to comparison and selection between alternatives, but this time I'm comparing alternatives with unequal lives. In order to do that, we can use two methods. The first one is the repeatability assumption, where I can use the annual worth or the present worth, or the cotermination assumption, where I use the future worth. Let's look at this example here. I have two alternatives, A and B. You see that the life of A is 4 years, different than the life of B of 6 years. Now here I need to start comparing the lives of the alternatives with the study period. You see here the study period is 12 years. So I have to make sure that these alternatives' lives will have to become 12 years. This one and this one, they will be equal to 12 years. Then at that point I can compare them because I have to bring them into common grounds. Now if I decide to choose the method of repeatability assumption, what do I mean by repeatability? This means that I'm repeating the investment. Suppose this is alternative A. It has a life of 4 years. Okay, 4 years. So it's gonna live only for 4 years. As if once the life of A here finishes, I'm gonna buy a new product or I'm gonna repeat the investment. So what happens when I repeat the investment? Everything that happened here in A will be repeated. So if I have an initial investment here, it will be repeated here. If I have a salvage value here, it will be repeated here. If I have an annuity here, it will be repeated as well. Okay, so the life of A, alternative A, was 4 years and the study period was 12 years. So how many times do I need to repeat A? I need to repeat it 3 times. So I'm going to have an initial investment at year 0, at year 4, and at year 8. So when I get a new product, okay, at year A, it will serve me for 4 years. We do not need to add another investment here at year 12 because it's going to serve for extra 4 years till year 16, and I don't need this because the study period will stop at year 12. Now with respect to B, the life of B was 6 years, okay? So I need another 6 years, so I will have to repeat the investment here at year 6 for 1 time because it's gonna last for another 6 years. So with the repeatability assumption, I'm gonna repeat the investment and everything included within the first life of the alternative, and I'm gonna get the present worth. What will be the present worth of A? What do I have here? At this all new cash flow diagram, I have initial investment at year 0 of 3,500. So at year 0, it is minus 3,500. Again, I have another investment, but at year 4. So this is a future value at year 4 of the amount minus 3,500. So P equals F into P, knowing Fi 4 because far away by 4. I'm gonna repeat the investment again at year 8. So again, I have minus 3,500 into P, knowing F10 8. So I'm done with repeating the initial investment. What else do I have? I had, with the initial life of the alternative A, an annuity of 1,255. Annuity of 1,255. Now, the annuity was from year for the period for 4 years for the first alternative. Once I repeat it, as if I got an annuity from year 1 till year 12. So I have 12 periods. So I'm gonna join it in one annuity. So I have an annuity of 1,255 into P, knowing AIN for all the duration of the 12 years. Now the final answer is $1,028. If I want to calculate the present worth for B, what do I have? Initial investment of B, $5,000 at year 0. Another initial investment at year 6, so minus 5,000. It's a future value, P equals F into P, knowing Fi 6. What else do I have? I had an annuity in the alternative B for 1,480. Okay, now the annuity will be repeated, okay, from period 1 till period 12. So I have an annuity of 1,480 into P, knowing AI 12. So now I can compare the present worth of A and the present worth of B because I'm comparing them. Now they became of equal lives. I'm comparing them on the basis of 12 years. Both has a life of 12 years. Now I can compare present worth of A and B. Which one is better? The one that has the highest value. So I'm gonna choose alternative B. So this is the solution that we'll have to follow if I have different lives. This is one of the methods, which is the repeatability. So you can do and solve the problem in this way. Now, what if I want to solve the same problem using the repeatability assumption, but instead of getting the present worth and comparing using present worth, I want to compare using the annual worth. What will I do? I will say A equals P into A knowing PIN, and N is 12 years. So I will just get this value of present and change it into an annuity. So I will say A equals P into A knowing PIN. This is the 1000 and this is the value of the factor. So annuity is $150.9. In the same way, I will get the annuity of B. I know that the present worth is 2,262. This is the total answer. Can't I change it into an annuity? Get its equivalence into an annuity. So A equals P into A knowing PIN, which is 12 years. So you'll get that the annuity of B is 332. So even if you use annuity, you will get the same result. I'm comparing the annuities. You will see that annuity of B is greater, so B is better. Now, what if I want to solve this exercise without repeating? So I can use the annual worth right away from the beginning without repeating anything. So what will I say? Annual worth of A. What's the annual worth of A? How can I calculate the annual worth of B right away without getting present worth, then change it into annuity? Here I have this value. It is already an annuity. What's left is the initial investment. So this is P. Can't I say A equals P into A knowing PIN? What is N? And it's going to be 4. So if you look here, the annual worth of A is minus 3,500 into A knowing PI 4 plus 1,255, which is already an annuity. So I add it as it is without multiplying anything. So you'll get the annual worth. In the same way, you will get the annual worth of this alternative B. What do I have? Initial investment P of 5,000. So A equals P into A knowing PIN. What is N? N is 6. Plus 1,480, which is already an annuity, annual cash flow. So I just add it without multiplying it with anything. You will see that the value is 332. Okay, so I can use this annual worth from the beginning. If you will compare the values with this slide and the previous slide, what did I get? Here, I got the present worth, then I change it in the final step to an annuity. So you got the same answer. So we took much time to do this method. Get P first, then change it into A. And we had to repeat the investment. No, you have a shorter method, which is right away get the annual worth of A and annual worth of B without repeating anything. So this is the easiest method. If you have alternatives with different lives, right away get the annual worth. It will give you the quickest method. So you see, we choose B again. Now, we still have one method which is related to the co-termination assumption. Here with this method, I'm going to use the future worth. Okay, so here I do not repeat anything as well. The life of A is 4. Okay, but I need to get them into the same value. Okay, this is 4 and this is 6. Here, I didn't specify that the study period is 12 years. For example, if I give you this example, A is 4 years, B is 6 years, and I didn't specify the study period. You can just say that this is 4. I will change this 4 into 6. How do I do it? Can't you get the future value of A here at year 4? And after you finish, can't you change this future at 4, which will become present at 4, into future at 6? Yes, we can. So when I get future at 6 here and future at 6 here, so I'm comparing based on equal lives, so I can choose the highest future worth. Okay? Let's get the future of A at year 4. What do I have? I only have the initial investment of 3,500. So this is P and I get its F. So F equals P, and of knowing P, 10, 4, because I'm standing at year 4. Now what do I have? I have an annuity of 1,255. What is the future of the annuity? It is F equals A into F knowing AIN, because I have 4 years. Okay, so this is the future at year 4. How do I change it into future at year 6? I will say that all of this value becomes what? P, present at year 4. So as if I'm saying F equals P, this is all P, and I'm multiplying it by F knowing P I2. Why 2? Because I was standing here at year 4. This becomes a present value and I'm getting its future far away by 2 periods from year 4 to year 6. So I just multiply it by F knowing P 10% 2. So I got the future at year 6 of the alternative A. Now I want to get the future value of alternative B. Here I didn't change anything. It remains as it is. I only have initial investment of 5,000. What is the future of this present value? F equals P, and of knowing P, I 10 years, plus the annuity. So F equals A, and of knowing AI 6 years. So this is the value of the future at B, and this is the future of alternative A, both at 6 years. Which one is greater? It is the future value of B, so this is gonna be my choice. So you see, I used the method of repeatability, got the present worth, and I was able to say that B is better. Then I changed this present worth into an annuity, and I was able to say that B is still better. And I didn't repeat anything and directly use the annual worth. It got me the same answer, B is better. And with the co-terminated assumption, also I got the future value and I realized that B is better. So all these methods will help you to solve comparison between alternatives once they have different lives. So this is the final answer with the co-terminated assumption. Here the period is 6 years. Why 6 years? Because this is the largest period. You change the small into the big one. And this is what you have to learn concerning comparing alternatives with unequal lives. Thank you.